Hello and welcome. What you will about to hear is a story about the two men who saved their village from the devastation. This is the legend of Rangga and Jalu.
Once upon a time, there was a beautiful and prosperous village called Banjarsawah. The village was led by a wise village leader, namely Ki Rangga. He had two very beautiful and polite wives. One day, both Ki Rangga's wives were pregnant. He waited for the birth with patience and happily. Until the birth time came, he was very happy to see his child born. The first child's name was Rangga, and the second child's name was Jalu. After decades have passed, Rangga and Jalu grew up to be mature men. Ki Rangga realized that it is time to tell both of his child something important. He delivered several messages which made Rangga and Jalu wonder what their father meant. He also wished for them to study with the teacher to deepen their insights and knowledge. What do you mean, Dad? Am I still lacking in knowledge? Rangga said. Also Jalu replied, our father wants to kick us off the house in a gentle way because we are adults and should live independently. Ki Rangga took a deep breath while staring at his son, saying, I told you to meet the teacher so that you can practice your knowledge well. Knowledge will make you more powerful and wise. Finally, the two sons were willing to leave the house. They both went to the teacher, which already appointed by their father. Rangga went toward Mahameru, while Jalu went toward Lamongan. When they got there, they met the teacher, whom were close relatives of their father. Rangga studied with a famous warrior in the Tengger area, while Jalu studied with Lintang Kidul, where his power were very famous. After 5 years gained knowledge, Rangga and Jalu's strength were almost equal to their teacher. They learned so much that they almost forgot how their home was. Finally, their teacher suggested them to go home and visit their hometown and their parents. Rangga, who was in Tengger, finally said goodbye to his teacher to return to his hometown. He thanked him for everything the teacher had given him. Likewise, Jalu, who was on Lamongan, also did the same thing.
A few days later, they arrived on the road to the village of Banjarsawah. Jalu recognized his father's figure and greeted him. Jalu expressed his deep longing for him and his family at home, but he saw something different. He realized that Banjarsawah village had turned out differently and a lot of change took place. Then Jalu asked, what happened with their village? The father explained that this all because of a long drought, causing water shortages and impacting agricultural activities. Rangga and Jalu finally thought how to make their village return to its original state. Unexpectedly, a few months earlier, Ki Rangga had a dream. In his dream, the creator stuck a bamboo stem in the middle of a large arid field and said that those who can remove that will be the most loyal person who will receive blessing. Ki Rangga conveyed that to his son. They agreed to find the arid fields and pull the bamboo stem. After they arrived at a large arid field, they found the bamboo stem in the middle of it. Jalu used all the strength he had to remove the stick. So did Rangga. Some villagers found them and watched them, but the bamboo stem still stuck and was so hard to remove even in various ways. Rangga and Jalu start to fight over each other. Is that all you got? What is my brother? Said Jalu. And Rangga replied, that move is nothing. Let's see how you can handle mine. Enough playing, both of you. Have you forget our goal here? said the Rangga. The next day, the villagers come back to the fields to watch Rangga and Jalu. Rangga would try it first, use all the skill. Then Jalu used all the power. However, after they tried, there were not results until Rangga and Jalu were advised by their father to try it together. They finally combined the two powers they had, and immediately the stick that had been stuck was pulled out. The villagers cheered. Rangga and Jalu looked at each other happily. After the stick was pulled out, suddenly a small burst of water came out. The residents were shocked and happy. Some of them thanked to Rangga and Jalu. A few days later, the water had formed a big puddle. Until several weeks, it got bigger and deeper. The agricultural activities were back on its way. Finally, the Banjar Sawah village was prosperous once again.
So that's the legend of Rangga and Jalu. The message from the story is there is always a way from every problems that we face in our life. Be smart, work together are among the best action to solve every matters. On behalf of my students, I will say thank you for your attention to this storytelling video. My name is Chris Setia. Thank you and have a nice day.